Today's objective is solving two-step equations. So we've been solving equations in one step, like this. Our problem was 2 times x equals -10. We do the inverse of multiplication, which is division. Divide both sides by 2. Anything over itself was 1. X equals positive or negative? -5. Or x minus 4 equals -8. The inverse of subtraction, addition. I hope when I do these little pauses that you're saying the word at least to yourself. -4 plus 4 zeros out. X equals, is my sign going to be positive or negative? Think, are there more negatives or more positives? There are more negatives, and then I just subtract the smaller number from the larger number once I decide on the sign. So 8 take away 4, 4. Finally, we've had problems like x divided by 3 equals 5, inverse of division. Whoopsie, that didn't print very well. Multiplication. Anything over itself is 1, and x equals 15. So now we're going to combine these problems and solve them in two steps. So now we have problems like 2x plus 5 equals -21. Add or subtract first. So in this case, we're going to subtract. So +5, -5 cancels out. 2 times x equals, what are we going to do here? Are the signs the same or are the signs different? Hopefully you said the signs are the same, so we're going to sum -26. 2 times x equals -26. The inverse will be division. Divide by 2, x equals -13. Because remember, in division, if the signs are the same, that's how you get a positive number. It's not like addition and subtraction. Here the signs are different, so we get a negative answer. And I want us to remember to box our answers. Box your answers. So we're going to add or subtract first, whatever the inverse operation is, then multiply or divide. Okay? Let's do -8x plus 5 equals -11. So the inverse of addition is subtraction, so we subtract 5. +5, -5 makes 0. -8x equals -16, because they're both the same sign, so we add them together. Where kids mess up sometimes is they forget to bring the negative down. You have to pay attention to the negatives. Divide both sides by -8. Anything over itself is 1. X equals, same sign, so it's going to be positive. How about this one? X divided by 3 minus 8 equals -2. What are we going to do first? Hopefully you said add. Add 8 to both sides. X divided by 3 equals, are the signs the same or different? What are there more of? They're different and they're more positive. So my answer is going to be positive. 8 take away 2, 6. Now, x divided by 3 equals 6. The inverse of division, multiplication. Anything over itself is 1. X equals 18. Remember, if I'm going a little too fast on this, you need to pause it, okay? Pause it and make sure you're understanding. Here's one more. X divided by -4 plus 5 equals 7. What do we do first? Subtract 5. X divided by -4 equals 2. With me? What's the opposite of divide by -4? Multiply by -4. Anything over itself cancels out. What's x going to equal? -8. All right. Couple more. So, you may think, oh, we don't have to check these. Well, you can also check these solutions by substituting the solution into the original problem, just like we did in our one-step problems. So let's do these 3 examples and check them, and then we'll be done. 2x plus 1 equals negative 7. Let's subtract 1. Those cancel out. 2x equals negative 8. Oh, I'm looking at my other slide. You can't see it. I noticed I forgot to box my answers, so don't forget to box your answers. I'll box this one. All right, let's fix that x. 2 times x, so the opposite of multiplication is division. Divide by 2, divide by 2, x equals, is my sign going to be positive or negative? You have to think that every single time now, okay? Negative 4. Now to check, we're going to plug this negative 4 into that x. So we're going to say 2 times negative 4 plus 1 equals negative 7. What's 2 times negative 4? Negative 8 plus 1 equals negative 7. What's negative 8 plus 1? Well, the signs are different, so we're going to subtract, and there were more negatives to begin with, so we're going to say negative, and 8 take away 1 is 7, equals negative 7. Yay! We're correct. I have to do something to entertain myself, right? 'Cause that's what I do. All right, another example. X divided by negative 5 plus 3 equals 8. What are we going to do first? The inverse of addition, which is subtraction. Those cancel themselves out. X divided by negative 5 equals 5. These are nice problems you're used to, so you don't have to think about it because the bigger number is positive and we're subtracting a smaller number. All right, the inverse of division is multiplication, so we're going to multiply both sides by negative 5. Anything over itself cancels out. X equals, is this going to be positive or negative? The signs are different, so they're going to be negative. Now let's check that one. I put a check, that means my check. Negative 25 divided by negative 5 plus 3 equals 8. What's negative divided by negative? Positive. 25 divided by 5? 5 plus 3 equals 8. Is that true? Does 5 plus 3 equal 8? You need to show me. 8 equals 8. Yay! All right, one more. Negative 3 times x plus 5 equals negative 7. So you always do your addition or subtraction first, and you do the inverse of what's happening. So the inverse of addition is subtraction. Those cancel out. Negative 3x equals, now they're both negative, same sign sum. Add them together, they're still going to be negative. 7 plus 5, 12. Negative 3 times x equals negative 12. Divide by negative 3. Divide by negative 3. Anything over itself is 1. X equals, negative divided by negative is positive, so positive 4. Here I said I was going to remember to box my answers and I forgot. All right, let's check this one. Okay? Negative 3 times 4 plus 5 equals negative 7. Remember, what I'm doing is I'm taking my solution and I'm plugging it into the x in my original equation. That's what this is. This equation is the same as this, except I've substituted the x with the 4. Negative 3 times 4, negative 12 plus 5 equals negative 7. The signs are different, so we're going to subtract. There were more negatives to start with, so our answer will be negative. 12 take away 5 is 7. Negative 7 equals negative 7. Yay. Okay, this is the last thing. Remember, do the inverse of the addition or subtraction before you do the inverse of the multiplication or division. That's it.